Are you someone that suffers from headaches, or maybe you're currently experiencing a headache and you're wondering where it might be coming from or where you should go for treatment? My name is Dr. Sean at Alaska Healing Arts Chiropractic and Rehab, and in this video we're going to go over the 3 categories of headaches: one that we treat here in the office, one we co-manage, and one that we recommend that you go seek emergency care for. Let's go ahead and get started. These first that we treat in the office is musculoskeletal headaches. Really, we have 2 types. One is a tension headache, and one is a cervicogenic headache. Tension type headache comes from the muscles and small superficial nerves in the head and neck that are really feeling really tight. Maybe they have some trigger points, or maybe the nerves are feeling like they have some excess compression on them, and they're starting to refer in around the head. Usually that referral is in a band-like presentation or a cap presentation on top of the head, and that's where they tend to go. Second is a cervicogenic headache. Cervicogenic headaches originate from the top 2 joints of our neck, and they tend to be caused from restrictions or lack in motion in those 2 joints that are then causing some irritation of those small nerves or those muscles that are referring. That referral tends to be on one side, tends to be behind the eye. Both the tension type and cervicogenic can feel similar, but their presentations will be a little bit different. Second is a migraine, and that presentation generally we co-manage with a neurologist because there are more factors that go into a migraine than truly we feel like is best suited in our clinic. Part of that is there's some triggers with migraines. If you're someone that suffers from migraines, you probably know your own triggers. Some of those could be light, sound, some foods, or some types of beverages can be a trigger. One that we commonly see is actually a musculoskeletal headache can be a trigger. So usually we'll get a musculoskeletal headache, and if we don't obtain treatment in time or we don't get it calmed down sufficiently, then it might progress into that migraine. So usually we'll try to get them treated in that musculoskeletal headache before it becomes that migraine. The second are what we call red flag headaches, which if you have any of these presentations in the clinic or at home, we always recommend going to seek emergency care to rule out any red flags. Those 2 presentations are thunderclap headache, which means a headache that came on out of nowhere, 10 out of 10 pain. You're not someone that suffers from headaches and all of a sudden, boom, there's a headache there. Second is a headache that involves any type of slurred speech, inability to swallow, dizziness, blurred vision, or double vision. Again, that is a headache that we would recommend that you go seek some emergency care with. But the more common presentations that we see in our clinic and that we see and I treat day after day, week after week, is that musculoskeletal headache or that migraine that starts with a musculoskeletal headaches. Both of those presentations, we have many tools to treat, and we find fantastic results with that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the clinic, and we'll see you next time.